Good day, friends. You are welcome to our Abunda Mathematical class, Home of Academics. Today we'll be discussing quadratic equation. Quadratic equation is an aspect of mathematics in which its equation has the highest power of 2. For example now, quadratic equation is in two categories. Number one, we have what we call pure quadratic equation. We have what we call affected quadratic equation. These are the two types we have in your world. But this one is not really known as its name. But this is where mathematicians, this is what majority of them they are aware of. Now when we say pure quadratic equation case one is in this nature. A squared plus bs equals to 0. The first parameter A is indicated. The second parameter B is indicated. Constant is missing. This is pure quadratic equation. The second part B, as squared plus or minus c equals to 0. Here can be as plus c equal to 0 or as minus c equal to 0. Here, the first constant is given. The first parameter is given with the constant. B, middle value is missing. Likewise this one, the first term is given and the constant is also given. The middle term is missing, which is bs. That is why I call it pure quadratic equation. It was this pure that was touched a bit that led us to what? Affected quadratic equation. Through Muhammad, this is father of quadratic bone, Qatar. This is the guy, the man that introduced us to what? Quadratic equation. Now, from there, we have what we call different methods of solving quadratic equation. Factorization method, that's the first method of solving quadratic equation. Number two, we have what we call completing the square method. Completing the square method, that's number two of solving quadratic equation. Number three, there's what we call quadratic formula method. Quadratic formula method, some people call it almighty formula. And the last one is called graphical method. Graphical method. These are the 1, 2, 3, 4 methods of solving quadratic equation. Now, this is the nature of affected quadratic equation. Complete. The a value is given, the b value will be given, the c value will be given. A, B, C will be what? Given in the question. For example now, 3s squared plus 6s plus 8 equal to 0. A complete one. Look at this. 3s squared minus 9 is equal to 0. This is pure, while this one on top is called affected quadratic equation. Why this one is called pure quadratic equation. These are the two methods we have of quadratic equation, and these are the 4 methods of solving quadratic equation. The question of the day: construct a quadratic equation whose roots, another for root is called solution, are 2/5 and 1/2 respectively. A particular question has been solved. That's why we are seeing the answer. They want us to use the roots to get the particular equation that was solved that led us to this answer. In quadratic, we don't call it answer, we call it roots or solution. I claim God. When I solve this question, I want to lay more emphasis on quadratic formula. Quadratic formula, beautiful formula, I love it. A squared plus bs plus c equal to 0. This formula of quadratic formula came into existence by making s the subject formula. And which method brought about this quadratic formula? We use what we call completing the square method to solve this affected quadratic equation that led us to this formula, which is d over 2a. What is d? My d here is called discriminant. Discriminant, or I call it characteristics. Discriminant or what? Characteristics. What is the meaning? Nature of roots. Nature of roots. And we have various types of roots. We have what we call equal roots. There is what we call real roots. There is what we call complex roots, or I call it imaginary roots. Imaginary roots, or I call it false roots. How do we know roots are equal roots? How do we know roots are real roots or different roots? Another name for that, you can call it different roots. How will I know a root is complex or imaginary? It is the nature of the D. D, when it is greater than 0, it is real roots or different roots. When it is equal to 0, it is equal roots or complete square, not completing the square, or complete square or perfect square. The last one, when D is less than 0, we call it complex roots, imaginary roots. I call it false roots. These are the analysis under quadratic formula. I can now design it this way: x equals to minus b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac over 2a. This is the D we are talking about. Question of the day that brought about all this analysis I've been saying since. Construct a quadratic equation whose roots, another name for root is called solution. We call it root of quadratic equation or solution of quadratic equation, are 2 over 5 and 1 over 2 respectively. Now that was a particular equation that has been solved that led to this answer, and that is what we want to use our root or solution to get this particular equation. There are 3 methods of solving using a root to find the quadratic equation. 2 conventional methods that are worldwide in nature. Number 1 is called alpha and beta method. Number 2 is called algebraic method. Number 3, by the grace of God with all humility, I generated that on my own. I call that my method. The first method now. First method. I'm going to use 3 methods. I call it alpha and beta method. Alpha and beta method, which is x squared minus, it depends on the variable given to you. If it is y is the answer, involve the answer, so y squared minus. If it is a, I will say a squared minus. I will use the parameter in the option to quote the formula. X squared minus sum of roots. But if you are not given the option, you can use any letter of your choice. Plus product of roots is equal to 0. The first one is sum, which is alpha plus beta, which is sum of root, equals to, we have 2 over 5 plus 1 over 2. We have alpha plus beta equals to LCM 10. What do you have here? 4. What do you have here? 5, which is 9 over what? 10. This is the answer for alpha plus beta. Nothing can go. The next one, alpha beta, is what? We have the first 2 over 3 times 1 over 2. This cancel this. Alpha beta equals to, with my agreement.
Yes.
Okay. I've generated alpha plus beta. The next one is alpha beta, which is the first root is 2 over 5 times second root 2. This cancel this. Alpha beta is 1 over 5. This is the answer for alpha beta. This is the answer for alpha plus beta. I put this parameter now, the result, into this generated formula, which is conventional method used by any math teacher or lecturer or student, as the case may be. X squared minus, we have 9 over 10 x plus 1 over 5 equal to 0. We have x squared minus 9x over 10 plus 1 over 5 equal to 0. Now, we look for the LCM. I'll use the LCM to multiply the equation, which is 10. Multiply through by 10. This by 10, 10x squared. Minus this by 10, 9x, this by 10, plus 2 is equal to 0. This is the first method, which this method are generated option B. Viewers at home, my friends all over the world. The second method I'm going to apply here is algebraic method, which is s equals to 2 over 5, the first answer, or s equals to 1 over 2, the second answer. I can cross multiply or collect or move this 2 over 5 to this way, or let me cross multiply to be a safer side. 5s equals to 2. The next one, 2s equals to 1. I'll move this in. 5s minus 2 is equal to 0, or 2s minus 1 is equal to 0. I will find the product of the two. 5s minus 2, we have 2s minus 1 is equal to 0. From here, I open the bracket. 5s times 2s is what? 10s squared. 5s times this minus 5s. Minus 2 times 2s minus 4s. Minus and minus plus 2 times 1, 2 is equal to 0. 10s squared minus 5s minus 4s is what? Minus 9s plus 2 is equal to 0. This is the second method. The other method, by the grace of God, I call that method my method. I call that method innozy Abo's method. Innozy's Abo method. Innozy's Abo's method. That is the method. My name is Innocent. My nickname is Abona. And I shortened this Abona to Abo. What's that method all about? My friends all over the world, you are going to enjoy the method. It is good for external exam. It is good for objective exam or theoretical exam. It's going to be faster than anything. Okay, using innozy Abo's method, I was very lucky by God's intervention for favoring me with this method. It's not found anywhere. I generated it myself by the grace of God. 2 over 5 and 1 over 2. These are the factors. These are the solution given to us. Look at what I did. I multiplied the down one, which is 5 times 2, 10 with the attachment of the x squared. I'm done with that. I put a minus in on top of the first number here. I cross multiply this. Minus 2 times 2 is what? Minus 4x. What I've done to this side, I must do to the other side too. I put another minus here. I cross multiply again. Minus 5x. Finally now, I will now claim what I've done to the right and to the left and multiply the constant. Plus 2 is equal to 0. 10s squared minus 9s plus 2 is equal to 0. Viewers all over the world, my friends all over the world, you can see what God Almighty has done in my life. First method is conventional method used by teachers, lecturers. Second method is also conventional method used by everybody. But this is what Jehovah God Almighty has given to me. I celebrate my God. God take all the glory. This is Innozy's Abo's method. How? My name is Innocent. Why my nickname is Abona? Abona. I combine my two names together to generate this method. Thank you, viewers all over the world, my friends all over the world. Thank you. Go to my YouTube page, share my video, like my page, so that you will be the first partaker of my teaching when I drop it on the social media, Facebook or YouTube. Thank you very much. Bye.